I got knocked off of my bike one morning on the way to work. I thought the guy was going to stop, and I ended up flying like Superman, and yeah, and I ended up in hospital. And while I was there, I ended up getting an infection. So I ended up staying in hospital for 7 months. So I ended up losing everything. They said that I might not keep the leg because they were trying different combinations of antibiotics, and nothing was working. I was living a normal life before this. Literally, it's like someone just flipped a coin and my life went with it, seriously. I'm not even sure if it's been 2 years or coming up for 3 years now. But my life was normal before. I'd be at work now. I would be getting up and going to work the same as everybody else. I was stressed, obviously. I've got my house to think of, I've got bills still to pay, I have my job, my boss is ringing. My boss obviously said, I can't keep your job open for you no longer, there's work building up. At the time I was asking, can I get help with my rent, because the money I had saved, it was going, do you know what I mean? I had no income, I ain't got no one I can rely on. I've been on my own since I was young, so I ended up losing my flat. And then ended up having to pay, owing money on the council tax. They obviously do an assessment and paperwork, and they say that I'm not suitable for emergency accommodation. I'm not classed as vulnerable. I don't have mental health. I don't have drink and drugs. I've not come out of the armed forces. I'm not married. I don't have children. I haven't got a wife. So basically, I'm at the bottom of the list. So they literally gave me somewhere for a few months and then took it back off me.
From the age of 11, 12, I used to give a lot of homeless people food. So I used to contain food and literally used to go out there and just give food to the homeless. And I just used to send random broadcasts just saying, firstly, appreciate what we have, because there's a lot of people what don't have, and they'll die. We die to be like multi-millionaires. And there's a lot of people that will die to be in our shoes, just to have a home. And I say for all of us, we take it for granted. And literally, I used to just send out broadcasts just saying, any jackets, jumpers, scarves you don't want, I want to come and collect. I used to just make flyers and just say, because a lot of people think because they're homeless that they're dumb, they can't read and write. And I literally used to just do it every day. Like people's giving out flyers for raves. I said, no, I'm going to do something different. I want to give out flyers for the homeless to kind of come to my rave consistently, and I just wanted them to kind of come in, get out of the cold for a couple of hours, get hot tea, get a meal, get clothes, that was my vision. So a lot of the things we do is to alleviate the pressures on the mind. A lot of us suffer from mental health and we don't even know it. What you do to alleviate yourself might be going out for drinks, might be going out with your friends. What homeless people do is they tend to take drugs and drink alcohol. So we've all got our different ways and our sins, what we do to alleviate the stresses of life. So imagine being homeless and having nowhere to go. The only way you can do to kind of escape for the 5 minutes is maybe being on drugs. What I wanted to do was to create a centre where they could alleviate on other forms, if that is maybe growing a plant. That plant will be your plant, so you look after the plant. And that is the main ethos on the Soup Kitchen. It's not just about us giving you good food, because we can give you good food every day, but it's not going to break the cycle. Our main thing is about what can we do for you to firstly come off of the streets and learn to get back into society.
I have the accident from work. Just one day, metal frame crashed my leg from work and broken from a couple of places. And after I spent like 4 months in hospital, really the hospital screw up because the doctors waiting too long time and start the infection. After almost 12 months, I not can walk. And I spent all my money and welcome to the street. And my family living in New York and I not tell nothing because I'm ashamed. I feel shame. My mom, if I tell her, I broke her heart. Yeah, I hope so I find the job and back to normal life. because this situation, yeah, I started drawing because I think so it's better idea just do something like drawing, but not just sitting with the cup and do nothing, you know. It's just generosity the people, you know. Sometimes people stop and tell me come to my home and wash your clothes and take the shower. Last time I remember I sitting with the cup and one guy just coming and asked me, can you give me £2? I say, no, sorry, I don't have it. He say, give me £2. I say, no, I don't have it, give me £2 because I punched you. And he just smashed me in the face. Yeah, many people just walk and you feel the, you know, watching you like you've been animal or something, you know. Hospital? Hospital is one big joke. Council don't care about the people in the street.
For them, it's a head count. They come out, they see how many people are homeless. It's only literally during the winter months that they come out. Last winter, quite a few people died because we had the bad storm, and so for them, it's all about funding and money. But where's the money going? Because we don't see nothing. Like my sleeping bags, one of them is still slightly damp, and the other one's frozen solid with my other blankets. When you're sitting there and you are uncontrollably shaking, where you're that cold, it's not easy. You have got to be mentally strong, and if you're not, I know people that have been homeless and taken their own life. I've never claimed benefits or nothing. I've worked from 16, from when I left school. I went straight into work. I never went. Do you know what I mean? I've always paid my tax, and then you get to a stage where you need a little bit of help, and they're just. Do you know what I mean? It's changed. It's funny how life changes. For every 100 bad people, there's one good one. If it weren't for them that one good one out of every 100, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm lucky, really, that people do help, and that people do stop and actually ask. But there's not enough people. They'll go past and they'll be like, "Oh, fucking get a job!" Like, you lazy bastard, get a job. Like, why not just stop and ask me why I don't have a job? Why am I in this situation before you just automatically assume that I can't be bothered to get out of bed? Little does he know that I was up before him. If it makes you feel good to pick on someone like me, then your life is worse than mine. Then you've obviously got more issues than I'll ever have. Because if you have to pick on someone weaker than yourself to make yourself feel good, then you're in a worse place than I am. I'm actually 10 times more of a person than you'll ever be.
The main thing for me, you know, I want to be the homeless congressman. So, and that's not just for the UK, that's for the world. And that's one of the main reasons why I've got an organisation in Miami. I've got a soup kitchen in Jamaica. One of the things what I want to do is to create the awareness in people's mind how easy it is to help somebody. But the main thing is to eradicate homelessness. What we need to start doing is to start toning down and start looking at what we have first and appreciate what we have, because this homeless virus can hit anyone at any time.
This is where I sleep, at the cemetery on Queen's Road. I come here early and late at night and leave first thing in the morning. Normally try and get out before it opens and come here when it closes. But this is where I'm living now.